It's a $24 billion a year industry in the U.S. alone, one forecasted to hit nearly $32 billion by 2030.
Our activity with network construction right now is ubiquitous. If you think about it, all segments of the network are actively under construction, from access, middle mile, long haul, data centers, all of that's going on, and they touch every part of the geography of the United States. I mean, you think about rural areas getting access networks, all the way to dense urban areas, data centers, everything. So it would be hard to pin down one specific area, and I think that's one of the important things about fiber, is that it needs to be everywhere.
The North American market, a sizable portion of the global wiring and cabling industry, is a vibrant one, helping to interconnect two nations with the world, driven by U.S.-Canadian demand that's never looked bigger or better.
Prysmian is providing two valuable benefits to the market and really the nation more generally. The first is that we're providing innovative fiber and cable solutions that allow telecom networks to be built more efficiently. And if you think about the labor being the main cost in telecom networks, even a modest improvement in that efficiency yields big savings. The other is, if you think about the internet or IT infrastructure, compared to like a highway system, if you had to rely on other countries to supply the material to build the roads, think about how that would endanger our economy and our national security. Our IT infrastructure is no different. It's just as important as roads or energy or semiconductors. Prysmian is vertically integrated. We make our own fiber and our own cable. And we're leaders in bend and sensitive fiber. Now, what does that mean? If the fiber is compressed or tightly bent, the light can leak out. But we've got a recipe or a design that prevents that from happening. And so what this allows us to do is make even smaller, lighter cables that are much faster to install. So for example, we produce a product called Sirocco, which will pack 432 fibers into a cable literally the size of a pencil. And it can be installed at very high speeds, so it makes installations much more efficient and allows us to reach more people.
The Buy Back Build America program is looking for manufacturers who are located here in the United States. We employ North Carolina residents here in the plant, so we are making it here, we're producing it here, and we are 100% local.
Fiber is drawn from something called a preform, which is a large piece of glass. And the glass required to make a preform is extremely pure. In fact, it's more than 100,000 times clearer than standard glass. Making that kind of thing requires a lot of capital because it's an extremely precise chemical and mechanical process. And in fact, many of the folks who make fiber only draw it. They don't have the ability to make the preform. They have to buy that from someone else. Our government wisely recognized that if we want to be independent from a telecom infrastructure point of view, that we had to have the ability to make preforms, not just draw the fiber. And so they stipulated that you would have to make the preform, draw the fiber, and do the cabling operation. And Prysmian's been investing in all of those processes for many years.
Sustainability. When it comes to going green and protecting the planet, Prysmian continues to lead.
One of the benefits to being here in North Carolina is that we are at the heart of what you would consider the manufacturing belt. We are surrounded by manufacturing facilities, and that offers benefits to us for what we would consider the circular economy. As a matter of fact, down the road there is a t-shirt factory, and so they have waste remnants from their t-shirt manufacturing that we are able to give another life before it goes to the landfill. We use them as rags here at our facility, so we're able to add some life to that waste. Additionally, we have extruder waste from high purity polymer called polypropylene, and our reel manufacturer, who is located about 15 miles down the road in Statesville, North Carolina, actually uses our waste to create the reels that we are going to in turn put cable and fiber on.
At Prysmian, our culture is called Zero and Beyond. What Zero and Beyond means is that we have zero tolerance for any safety incidences at work
Prysmian has continuously looked for ways to invest in the process and invest in the factory to find ways to make it more efficient and to get more out of the process and to improve the specifications of the products.
We can fit an 864 fiber cable in a 3/4 inch duct, so it's extremely small, and this is industry leading. And by making the fibers in the U.S. with these quality designs, and then the cable designs being made in the U.S., they're exceptional quality products.
With a growing presence across North America, including here at this North Carolina manufacturing facility, Prysmian is expanding its footprint, efficiencies, and supply chain coast to coast.
Our significant expansions had led us to really improve capability of what we can do, along with expanded capacity. This improved capability drives us to things like 180 micron fibers, 200 micron fibers. These are bend insensitive fibers with ultra resilient coatings. And then we're also increasing the supply of fiber that we're able to make out of the U.S.
Manufacturing here at Prysmian is primarily made to order, which means we make sure that we produce the exact specification of the product that our customer is looking for.
In the past 15 years, Prysmian has seen massive growth. In the U.S. in particular, we've seen acquisitions of General Cable and Encore Wire. What that has done for us is help us to improve our efficiency overall. Because we're such a bigger player, it allows us to see faster lead times from customers. You know, we have more demand driving the faster responsiveness. What it does is it improves our operational efficiency, and it also can reduce our cost.
The automation is good for trying to improve things and identifying ways to improve processes, but the automation has to implement an idea, and the ideas come best if they come from the people who are closest to it, meaning the operators and the engineers and those who are working day in, day out right with the process.
We have great R&D facilities here in cable and in fiber, and they are constantly working to stay ahead of our customers' needs.
At Prysmian, we deliver exceptional products for you.
Quality. That's what makes us different. We test, and retest, and we get it right the first time. We make sure that nothing leaves our plant unless it is 100% fit for purpose.
When I started 30 years ago, it was all about long-distance calls. Now it's about data centers. It's about cell phone coverage. It's about providing communication between people.
To discover how Prysmian and its trusted brands of wire and cabling products can accelerate your business or brand, visit na.prysmian.com. And for the latest in biz news and views, turn to us at InsideTheBlueprint.com.